Happy Friday, baby. It is September 12th, 2025. Westwood survived 9/11. Nothing came crashing down. Actually, a pretty good day yesterday. Very productive, had some good meetings, and a lot got accomplished. So, wonderful. Gotta love it. 24-year anniversary of the day the towers and Building 7 fell. Today's a nice day. It's going to be hot. What's nice is about the weather, as we approach fall here, we're supposed to get like 94, maybe 95 this weekend for temperature, but we don't have the humidity like we do in July, and the days are shorter. So the evenings, I can actually open the windows at night. Got down to 60 last night, so it was cool this morning. So that's what's really nice. You don't have the hot evenings where it's over 70 degrees and you have humidity and it's just miserable. I like not running the air conditioning. Everything I have is old and in a state of repair and upgrade all the time. So, I tell you what, I think that's better than the new stuff. I had somebody at some point come out and talk to me because the air conditioner, capacitor went out. And they're like, you know what, don't replace it. Same with the electrical guys from the utility company one time. Came out and looked at the electrical box, the transformer box, and said, you know what, this one's old. I think it's with the house. It's probably as old as I am, which is pretty old now. No, it's not that old. I feel young, baby. Come on, even though I got white in the beard. I do have white right here, look at that. It's all good. Good as, forever young. I want to be forever young. So there it is. There's the copyright violation. So once again, Westwood makes no money making videos. That's just how it is. Don't care. So my voice broke. So keep maintaining things and find those old parts. eBay's a great place to find old parts. Just watch it. And sometimes you can get some really good deals on things that you can't find anymore. So know what you need, kind of do some research on the equipment, buy it, set it aside, because you never know when you're going to need it. Rather than buying a new one, and that's what everybody said, don't buy a new this or that. It's got less copper in it, it's imported from China, this was made in the USA, it's much more solid, just leave it alone, repair it if you can. I get it. I wouldn't trade this body on one half its age. I guess it depends how you look at that. My body, wouldn't trade it for another body half my age for me. No. I am the sum of my experiences, the culmination of all of the steps I have taken. I had a great conversation with my mother last night. We talked forever, reminisced. There were so many things that I I knew as latent memory, but pulled back. And she was like, oh, you remember that? Yeah, I remember that. I remember everything, when you pull it out. But, I don't let, just talking about a lot of things. It was really nice, kind of reminiscing and, what happened when I was young, where I was, who I was with, and just memories. Pretty cool. Had a great conversation, really enjoyed it. It was really good. And so you remember those things. But the point was, we're talking about, things that happened in the past and, oh man, I thought about doing this. Oh, I could have done that. But we wouldn't be having this conversation if that happened. It's very possible that butterfly effect, that one thing that you decided not to do, changed the whole course of your life and the lives of others. My hand in the way. So the dogs aren't with me. I just dropped them off to get groomed. They just love to get groomed. Not really. But they look so pretty when they're done. So anything that would have changed in your past directly or indirectly affects who you are now, and you may not be who you are. You won't be who you are now. You might not be in the same spot now. You may be somewhere else now. I think about my own life and decisions I've made, and that was one of the things that my mother brought up. It's like, wow, this was happening and then this happened, and so I decided this, and it changed, it allowed everything to work out as it is now, which is a good place. A very good place for everybody. And so you got to think, holy cow, everything that you see right now, everything that you're going through, any of the blessings that you have might not be there, and it may be a totally different existence based on one single decision, one single thing, one single event, that lightning bolt that came out of the sky that changed everything and caused you to disrupt and change your path and make a decision, or put you off the path you were on and put you on a new path. And you look back and you say, well, why did that happen? I mean, that was kind of at the time, a very traumatic thing. Why would something like that happen? How could that be allowed to happen? You know, because everybody's like, oh, it's not, oh, God's fault, universe's fault. Why was that allowed to happen? And then when you look back and you start discussing it, you know, the light bulbs go off and the bells start ringing. I hear generation, and whatever, it's something singing. Start singing Coldplay. So yeah, I mean, just that one lightning bolt sometimes out of the sky, because that's what lightning is. It just corrects itself. You know, you've got positive and negative ions in the atmosphere, and when they get out of whack, lightning happens, and it corrects it and seeks balance. And so when you get too far off your path and you're not balanced and you're not doing the things you need to do, the universe reacts. The natural order of things wants to be put back in a natural state, in a more symbiotic state, a state of, not stasis, but a state of harmony. I don't know what you'd call it. It corrects itself, it balances. And so accept those lightning bolts out of the sky as signals, as signs. Then you think about, you know, how people used to think, get struck by lightning, you know, it's like lightning in the sky, it's a sign, you know, power, Thor, you know, striking out, that kind of thing. Well, swinging his hammer. There's something to that. And we try to personify that stuff, anthropomorphic, I guess you could say, you know, nature becoming human, and so we can identify it and relate to the source. You know, it helps us identify with it, so we personify it into the form of a human being, so that it's more acceptable, you know, to our little brains. We actually have pretty powerful brains, supercomputers, but you can see how nature, the universe, the source, is all around us, and we give it different names, you know, in our religions and our mythologies. But it all rings of truth, and you gotta realize when those lightning bolts strike that there's maybe a reason why they struck, and what you were doing might not have been the place you needed to go, and it deviated you, it forced you to change paths or change your journey. Accept those and look back and say, you know what, that makes sense why that happened now. At the time it didn't make any sense, but it makes a lot of sense now, because I am who I am because of that. And if it hadn't happened, what would have been different? So that's something to really take stock of. All right, we got a happy hour today. I got to cut this short. Happy hour today. Hope to see you. I got something from Thuran I want to show everybody. So let's take a look at that. Pretty awesome stuff that came in the mail yesterday, and you'll see that on happy hour, and pretty cool. With the lovely Litecoin Lisa, the link is below. Click that. Sign up for the notifications, or click the bell. You'll get notified when we go live today around 5:30-ish, maybe Central Time. Hope to see you there. The chat's always great. Love the interaction, and hope you have a wonderful Friday. Love you all. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. And follow the signs. All right. Love you all. Have a happy Friday.